Hello, King9 here, and this is me. Thanks Sonic Advance, after an already failed recording, thanks to the in-game effects being way too loud. Now this is Sonic Advance. Sonic Advance was released in, well, I don't know when it was released, I think it's either 2001 or 2003. Sonic Advance is one of the latest games that, well not latest, but one of the few games after 2000 that resembles the Genesis games. Well, I'll be playing as all four characters, as you saw in the intro: Sonic, Tails, Knuckles and Amy. Sonic works just as he does in Sonic 3, except that he now has an air dash, which is pretty much useless. And he also has his somersault from the Adventure series. Tails, same as Sonic 3, has his tail whip from the Adventure series. Knuckles, you guessed it, same as Sonic 3. Her name is pretty unique. I'll get into her when I play her. And now, well, we're starting off with Sonic. But first, up, down, L, R, A. If you heard that little beep, that means you've done the cheat code correctly and you now have Tails as your guide. Here you go, Tails. See? He's Tails. Now I got this game when I was a little kid, so it's kind of strange actually. My cousin gave me a Game Boy Advance with all these different games. This was one of them. Well, it's strange. Well, it's kind of strange because I got all these games, as well as some Game Boy Color ones which I just got as a gift. This was pretty late. I was about what, 6, 7? And that was in the mid 2000s, 2005 maybe. 2005, yeah, that sounds about right. Which was when the DS was coming out, and so yeah, I've always been a bit behind on gaming consoles. Oh great, I'm failed. Oh, that's right. If I don't get out, no, I got it. So yeah, Sonic Advance plays a lot like the Genesis games, if you haven't already been able to tell. The first few levels start out quite easy and open-ended, whereas the later stages get more and more linear and hard. Not saying that linear makes stuff hard, but still. The game's pretty short with only 6 zones. Ow. There are 6 zones, 2 acts each, as well as a final boss zone and a secret zone if you get all the Chaos Emeralds. Now I won't be getting all the Chaos Emeralds because they are very difficult to get in this game. But what I will be doing is I'll be showing you, I'll be showing you the final boss anyway, the one with the equivalent of Doomsday Zone in this game. Unfortunately, you can't play Super Sonic outside of the final boss, but hey, if you saw my intro, if you see my channel's intro, then you might just see Super Sonic in this game. Even though that is not the footage from this Let's Play, but rather some footage I just recorded for the intro. I mean, trailer, I mean, whatever. Nasty little crap there. And right now, we're at the end of Act 2, and we're about to play some Eggman. You know, Modern Sonic looks really good in 16-bit. I'll just say that much. 1 second. I swear, if I have to record this again, I mean, I have to record the entire, this is the second time I'm recording the entire Let's Play. Well, not the entire Let's Play, just Sonic's quarter, but still. And if you're wondering, I'm commentating as I'm filming live. Oh god, there we go. Rather simple. Back to Sonic's air dash. This is Sonic's, it's called Insta-Field from Sonic 3, and I was about to tell you the somersault, but Standing Guard for Act 2! Now, something I've liked about Sonic Advance, well, Sonic Advance is one of the best games I've ever played, hands down. Well, Sonic games I've played, hands down. But there's something about this game. It's actually a lot of this game, well, not half this game. A lot of this game is actually based off Sonic Pocket Adventure, which were, well, yeah, wait, what's it called? Sonic Pocket Adventure, yeah, that's it. It was a game made by the same people who did Sonic Advance. It was for the Neo Geo Pocket Color, whatever it's called. You know, that failed Sega handheld? Yeah. It was an 8-bit Sonic game, a lot like Sonic Advance, but you can only play as Sonic. And a lot of the zones are literally based off this game. Right now, if you haven't noticed, I'm in Zone 2 already. Yeah, Sonic Advance is a very short game. But that makes it easy for me to let's play. I'll probably be doing like 1 hour. Not sure really. Should I do 1 hour episodes of each character's let's play, or just like 15 minutes, three episodes per character? I'm honestly not sure. And one completed. As you can see, I'm almost a third of the way through the game. Aside. Now this game's very short, but it's a very good game. I'll say that much. Well, it's very short if you know what you're doing. Because I've played this game countless times since I got it when I was a little kid. Ow. Well, that was a foul. I was just checking something really quick. I swear, if I have to, I really don't want to record this a third time. Heck, I've already been playing through the games 5 times. I need that one up. I need that one up! Aw, I didn't hit it. Sorry if I sound a bit boring because this is my first Let's Play that I'm actually completing. I don't think the Pokemon Let's Play counts as a Let's Play. That was only like 6 chapters long, or 6 episodes. As you can see, the game plays a little bit like the Genesis. Well, a lot like the Genesis games. I'd say Sonic Advance is the last. I'd say Sonic Advance is the last game that truly represents what the Genesis games are all about. It came out before Sonic Adventure in Japan, but not in the US, and vice versa. The other one. I don't know which one came first, but it's really quite confusing. Let's just leave it at that. And boss battle. As you can see, I already have 7 lives. I'm only 2 zones into the game. This is why I was talking about this game being a little bit easy. Even though it's still a good game. Also, I have a question for you guys. What do you think of like old Sonic games versus the new Sonic games? When did you get into the Sonic series? Because this was the very first Sonic game I ever played as a little kid. And then I got Sonic Heroes, then I think I got Unleashed. Then I got all the original games for the Virtual Console, Black Knight, and then Colors. So yeah, I'm actually quite interested. When did you start playing Sonic? When did you really get into this series? And also, were you like me, getting the games 5 years after their release dates? Yeah, that's something I rarely do, like buy games on release. because a lot of times I don't know whether it's a good game or a bad game on release. And the one time I did that with Lego Lord of the Rings, I really regret buying it. Well, asking that game for my birthday. God, that game had terrible lighting. You couldn't even tell what you're doing. How can I kill Sauron if I can't see where Sauron is? And then don't say I have bad eyesight because I have a perfect 2020 eyesight. Actually, I think it's better than 2020. I think it might be 26. Ooh, hit. Got magnet shield. Didn't actually get that in my last playthrough. Magnet shield works like Sonic. Well, Sonic 3, except it doesn't let you double jump. It just subtracts ring. Damn it! God, I always get hit there. No matter how many times I know that thing's coming up, I always get hit there. Ooh, 69 rings. No, you don't. No, you don't. No, I'm actually gonna try and get like one up. Damn it. Oh, just hope I can get anyone up by technical point. Rings. Well, Mario's definitely on my 97 rings. I don't know if 9 lives is the maximum. I'll have to. I really want to check. Wait, when did I get 8 lives? I wasn't actually looking at the screen and I don't know why I got 8 lives. This game is haunted. Even though it's not a physical copy and it's just a ROM. Haunted game. Look, I'm gonna stop now. As you can see, Zone 3, I'm breezing through this game. Breeze. Out of tune singing. Oh, I guess every single classic game has to have that spike trap whenever you don't expect it. And well, Sonic Advance is still a great game, even though it's quite easy and very short. It's sort of fun to have, but quite easy to have bosses. Well, easy until World 4. World 4's hellish for Sonic. Not that bad as everyone else though. As you can see, Tails really doesn't have much AI. Damn it! You know you can actually get Tails to fly. You can actually get Tails to fly without by tapping A repeatedly. I think you can do that in the Genesis games as well because, like here, Tails mimics your every action except while trying to get closer to you. So if you hit A, then Tails will jump as well as you. It's like having a second player. Well, the first player, but you both control him. Also, Tails has quite a bit of latency, so it takes him a little while. Well, not latency, but it takes him a little while to actually start responding to your movements. Like, if I hit attack here, I'll take him a second later. You could just call it lag. Also, using something like repeatedly tapping A to make Tails fly, and repeatedly tapping B to make something move, can actually separate you if you don't want to follow you. But what I'm talking about is Tails is just a cheat unlockable. Ice Mountain. Also, this is one of the... Oh, that's a grind rail, they're pretty much useless. I might try and get one later. Or get on one later. Well, they're useless because they hardly move you at all, and for the fact that... Well, and for the fact that only Sonic and Amy can ride them, and they appear in like 2 levels. And when they do appear, it's because they're in some really high location, and by taking them, you're just going to go down, which is usually not the way you want to go. If you're not exactly a Sonic fan, or you're pretty new to this 2D series, then you should always know that take the high path. Just take the high path. Usually the Chaos Emeralds up in the high path, usually everything goes up in the high path. Ow. See, I went underwater. Oh, but wait, this... Just like every other... Oh, I thought that was actually a death pit. Just like in every other Sonic game, there's an air timer that's gonna go start if I don't get out of the water soon enough. There it goes. Oh crap! No. Shut up! Ah. Oh, there goes one life. I can't believe I missed that. Oh wait, that's not right. Jump. Tails can swim just like in the other Sonic games. Bastard. You know, I think I said this a few minutes ago, but I really like how Sonic looks in modern Sonic looks in 16-bit. Feels like this game just feels like Genesis taken to the modern era. Feels like a Genesis game on a console with the power of a Genesis game, but 10 years later. It's as simple as that, really. Sonic Advance is, well, the spiritual successor to Sonic 1. Sonic Advance 2 was utter crap, and Sonic Advance 3 was mediocre at best. Second act. Here we go. Air dash can actually be quite useful sometimes. Chaos Emerald up ahead. I might actually go for it just to show you how the minigames are like. They're insanely hard. Even if you're really good at them, they can still be insanely hard because they require you to be almost perfect. Also, if you fail, then you can't try again until you die, which means you're gonna have to suicide a lot and then get back to the Chaos Emerald, which can be a real pain on a lot of levels. But in some levels though, there's usually a checkpoint just after or just before the Chaos, well, not just after, just before, but quite close to the Chaos Emerald, so you can just go there and kill yourself. You know, this part with volcanoes is completely optional. Yeah, you can actually go overhead. I could never actually get the upper path as a little kid, but apparently I can now. Also, don't fall in there at past pit of death. Well, that's close on. And right now, boss time. This boss is really hard just for one reason. Just one reason. Oxygen! No, seriously, if you don't get any air in this fight, then you'll be still dead. Oh, great. God, I'm actually lagging because of all of those rings. Oh, by the way, Tails has his own separate air meter. Tails just like, you know, any other games like Infinite Lives is pretty much God. Unless you're playing as him. This boss is actually quite hard because Eggman always drops his egg style icicles. I was going to say spicicle because I've been playing way too much in Fortress, but he starts dropping more of these as you start hurting him. Honestly, that just makes the fight easier because you can get more air. Come on, hit him. Okay, dead. Yeah, almost lose dead. You can sometimes you need to do you don't have to jump that high if you want to hit Eggman, but if you need air, then you'd better go really high. Another tip is just to jump prematurely. Always do that. Jump prematurely because you take a lot longer to jump underwater, and those things actually fall quite quicker than you'd think.